Nuisance at N3 Media Conference 2022. Asian American Journalists Association Asia chapter founded New.Now.Next Media Conference, that is N3 Media Conference, in the year 2011 to bring together journalists from across the continent to discuss, network, collaborate, and train the next generation of journalists. It has been hosted in Singapore this year and supported by Meta, that is Facebook, and Google News Initiative, among others. N3 Media Conferences recognizes that the future of media is Asia. With our unique vantage point of Asia meets West, we bring together the cutting edge concept of blockchain, artificial intelligence, and social media and apply them to real world issues we cover. With in-depth panels, workshops, enlightening talks that hone in on the current Asian news environment. N3 Conference aims to prepare the next generation of journalists with a solid foundation that will allow them to evolve no matter how the technology changes.
Situation, and it's within this landscape that Reporters for Borders declared that Asia Pacific has suffered from absolute, and this is I quote, absolute and autocratic control of information. And because of that, many Asian nations have fallen to the bottom of the press freedom index, certainly for Reporters Without Borders and others as well. So within that conversation, thank you all for joining us. Keith, can I start with you to maybe give us an overview of the region and where we are in this line, especially this year?
Sure, and thank you for having me next to AAJA, AAJA-Asia, and Recon for doing.
This year, News Sense also participated in New.Now.Next Media Conference 2022 in Singapore, which was held from 27th to 30th July, followed by some trainings like data journalism training, public speaking trainings, and fact-checking training at Google Asia Pacific headquarters in Singapore. Hi Jis, good afternoon. I am from News Sense, and I want to know all about what basically is the main objective of having this annual event N3 Forum. Basically, it's starting. You have to tell me the main objectives and about its brief history.
Okay, so the brief history, I think we are very proud. It's actually the 12th edition of N3Con, and so N3 stands for New, Now, and Next. And as I mentioned, it's the annual event of the Asian American Journalists Association Asia chapter. And so the main goal is, in the first place, it's really the annual gathering. We are scattered around Asia. Our membership, we have sub-chapters in Seoul, in Tokyo, in Singapore, in Hong Kong, and members in other countries. So this is the one time in the year where we get together and we share what has happened during the year, what have been the challenges we've met. We discuss these challenges, as you've seen in some of the panels, like reporting about China from exile, as we'll see in the next session about press freedom. And we also look forward, so that's the next part of the conference, about the new trends, Web3, cryptocurrency, new technologies that help our reporting. And we do that not just looking inward to our membership, but actually it's an open event for anyone who wants to join. And so every year we reach out to new journalists who are working in Asia but who are not compulsorily members, and hopefully they become part of the family. And this is why also we moved the conference from not every year, but every 2 or 3 years to different locations so that we can actually, reach out to more people.
How is the participation this year? Since this is one after more than 2 years of pandemic, this is the first in-person meeting we can see.
Yeah.
So how is the participation and from particularly which country represented in this country?
Yes. So actually, it's a challenge this year because as it was in the past 2 years. In the past 2 years, the challenge was that a conference that has always been in person became online, right? As so many events in all industries. So then really that was affecting the purpose of this conference, right, which was the annual gathering. But we managed to do it online. And this year we are almost in a post-COVID situation in many countries, but unfortunately not completely. And so we decided we would have this hybrid format, and that was a new challenge for us. So we had speakers both online and in the room, and we had participants both online and offline in the same way. So the participation, unfortunately, precisely was affected by this format because since not all travel restrictions are lifted, a lot of people would have liked to come in person, but they could not come. For example, all our members from Hong Kong, they had to stay home because they still have quarantine. That would have been too expensive and troublesome. And on the other hand, people are tired of online meetings. So we didn't have as many in-person participants as a normal conference and not as many online as normal conference. But this said, I mean, we were glad to have a nice crowd at this conference. And participants really, they come from all over Asia because we are glad that we could actually bring people from different AAJA programs to this event. So as you know, we have the participants from the AAJA training network that you are part of in partnership with Google. We have also the members of the executive leadership program, which really includes participants from many different parts of Asia, including Bangladesh and Nepal, Indonesia, the Philippines.
How do you see the outcome of this event?
Well, the outcome, I mean, I think for us, it's always a success when we have the pleasure to meet each other and to exchange information. And the best outcome is that everyone comes back with some new ideas, with some also new contacts, obviously, and that they are inspired by what they've learned during this conference.
Thank you so much. It's talking to me. Thank you.
Have given a full commitment that the press should be free, the freedom of press. And it's quite rare in that sense because before this, all Prime Minister would touch freedom of press in Asia, but this time around it's a bit different. Oh, that's good, but we just have to make sure that he or she, with the rest of the authority, really walk the talk. Hence why we had a need.
The fact that in many places, including Malaysia, governments have used COVID-19, and of course all rumors and fears that were spreading around COVID-19, misinformation, to then come up with fake news laws, right? Fake news laws aimed at specifically COVID-19, but then of course had a very chilling effect on all free speech and press freedom. Can you talk a little bit about that and what kind of effect did that have in Malaysia once this new law was just here in the
Scale of laws. We have broad laws. From a broader perspective, we have many laws. What's lacking today is the understanding of the law, just because of one, transparency. Number two is the space of dialogue and deliberative space between the authority, activists, and media organizations. These are the two fundamentals in Asia, which I think constantly is somehow removed, but slow emerge during crises that will challenge the power. We take a period one MDB, that was one of those darkest moments in the history of freedom of press in Malaysia. That's one. Then you realize that there are a lot of those kind of like fake news laws proposed and pushed at the lower house and the parliament. And during 2021, another thing was called discussion with regards to that. Another round appears and talk about the same threat of misinformation. During that particular time, we realized, I think because the political issues or political crises happened another round in Malaysia. So now you can see the dynamic why this kind of conversation happened, especially the underlying is about challenging the power that we go back to. My point is that what's lacking is transparency and the deliberative space or dialogue. These three authority, media organizations, and also activists. That what we have seen at the same time, for example, like in the case of Lalita, I think that's what unbecoming. But above all,
We claim this is the case of a reporter who exposed corruption with
she's an
agency.
activist. I think plus minus is about the same case as you, Christian. This is a push on the anti-graft activists to get this space, and there is an involvement of NGO, the involvement of authority and questions, and this case is still ongoing, and therefore further action taken place. Now the question here, take a look at the real problem. If we have constant engagement and deliberative process ongoing, then we can meet somehow meet halfway and talk about what's the next course of action in terms of making sure journalists be protected, activists be protected, and those issues need to be addressed properly with proper transparency put into place. Since 2018 until now, I think what we have seen in terms of freedom of press in Malaysia is reasonably better compared to the first moment of Radio 1 MDB, in which we couldn't even touch on that particular issue. For the first time, I think this year, last May, during the day, National Press Day in Malaysia, first time